Good morning everyone, Roxy's with me. It's Tuesday, is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm sat in a very messy bedroom because we are in the middle of doing some renovations and stuff in here. My hair's a little bit wet. I wanted to film a what I eat in a day today, but I also don't want to address what's going on because we're in a very weird time right now, and I took like a week or two from filming and uploading. My last video went up when I sort of went back to work because we took time off work, and then this whole thing happened and I just have been an anxious wreck for the last couple of weeks, feeling really just not myself. And I'm sure lots of you are feeling the same, and it's a scary time. However, I don't want to stop making these videos. I don't want to stop providing some form of release and escape for you, whilst also being supportive and understanding that so many people are going through it. So my thoughts are with you, and I'm feeling it too, and I'm also just so supportive of those who are on the front lines of this in the NHS, those of you who work in supermarkets, those of you who have lost your jobs and who are financially struggling right now, and those of you who are just very scared for your loved ones. I'm also scared, and yeah, I'm not making light of the situation. I realise how scary it is and how worrying it is, and I wanted to do what I eat in a day, which I haven't done in a long time, because I felt like now was a time that I could actually be of help to people. I haven't made a what I eat in a day in so long because I always thought, well, those videos used to be a bit triggering for me as someone who used to have an eating disorder, and I don't want to tell people how to eat or make people compare how they're eating to how I'm eating. But during this time I wanted to share easy recipes that are going to be good for if you're feeling anxious, good for if you're feeling like, you know, you can't be bothered, that are going to be affordable, simple, easy, and also just provide you with some kind of escape, because I actually do enjoy watching videos like this where people just kind of vlog their day. So I hope it can provide some value to you. Please, if you are struggling with food because of this situation, because it can be triggering, then maybe don't watch this video, but just keep in mind that I'm just sharing a random day, and yeah, I'm not trying to tell you how to eat or that you should be eating like I'm eating. That's never ever my intention. But yeah, this is just me hopefully giving you some ideas of what foods you could potentially be stocking up on and buying. I'm going to start the day with some porridge, because porridge is such a good meal. It's cheap, it's affordable, and it's a pantry staple. So that's what I'm going to be having for breakfast, with some apple, I think, and peanut butter. Another two great things that last a long time in the cupboard, and are easy to get and affordable. So that's what I'm going to have for breakfast, and then hopefully we'll make some other things that are going to be maybe useful for you during this time when you're trying to go to the supermarket less and you're trying to save some money. So let's get into it. But yeah, just I wanted to put that out there before making this video, to show that I'm there with you and I'm feeling it too. And yeah, I want my content though to be happy and to be enjoyable for you. So I'm not necessarily going to be addressing it from now on in videos, apart from sending my support and my love, because I don't want to bring anyone down or remind them of anything, because we don't need to be bombarded with all of this news all the time, because it's a lot. So, and yeah, if you're sensitive like me, absorbing everyone's emotions all the time through this situation makes it even worse. So from now we're going to be focusing on the food and focusing on making some meals that are going to be easy and cheap that you can maybe recreate. And Roxy has been making snorty noises this whole time. Haven't you, Roxy? Haven't you? What a little dear you are. Also, I have been trying out a new hair routine, which I've been sharing on Instagram. So I'm going to film a wavy hair routine video this week, so you can see how my hair is now actually defined, and I actually have proper waves and don't have just a big ball of fluff. What are you having for breakfast, Alex?
Why?
Because people want to know.
Oh, smoothie.
Alex having a smoothie and crumpets?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even look at those. Anyone else have trypophobia?
I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me and you saw me and smiled.
So here is my breakfast. It's a little bit runny, I kind of was impatient and just took it out, but it is my current favourite breakfast. It is oats, and I put in some coconut milk that I got from Riverford. They've started doing delivery of like plant-based milks. I've got some apple in there because it's such an affordable and easy fruit, so I've just been eating apple with porridge every day. And then my favourite peanut butter, which is the Freda's peanut butter that's made in Cornwall, and I actually just saw them post on Instagram that they are still doing orders. So if you want to get it and support a local business, they're doing orders online, like they can send them out to you basically. So I'm going to do that, although actually my local shop does sell it. So I've also got some flaxseed and chia seed in there for some omegas, but they're not like necessary or anything, but they do add a little bit extra nutrition in there. But this has been my favourite breakfast recently. The only thing that's missing is a decaf coffee because I've run out of decaf coffee, and I'm not going to the supermarket right now unless absolutely necessary. So we're limiting it to like, you know, once every couple weeks or so. Like we went shopping the other day, so I don't want to go shopping until, you know, a week or two from now because we've got plenty of food. So I'm just going to live without or order some online. But yeah, here's my breakfast. Porridge is honestly the best right now, so give this one a go if you fancy a really wholesome and yummy warm breakfast. Oh my god, I forgot the maple syrup. 1 second. I can't believe I forgot maple syrup. As soon as I tasted it, I was like, what's missing here? Maple syrup is on the pricier side, so you can use brown sugar or normal sugar. Just put it in. I like brown sugar, the taste of it's like caramelly. Put it in when you're cooking the porridge and that will substitute it. So when we run out of this maple syrup, I probably won't buy any more for a while because we won't be going to the shops. But I wanted to also say, if you are feeling funny right now and you don't feel like having breakfast, that's really normal as well. Like I, for the last few days, haven't really been having breakfast because I've been sleeping in a bit and just feeling a bit down. So if your like eating habits have changed, if you're not, so I've been like not having breakfast, been eating a lot more in the evenings, like having lots of comforting foods. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's totally normal to like feel that way and for your eating habits to change when you're feeling emotional like this. This is not the time to be worrying about, you know, your diet or how you're eating. Just let it be and don't worry so much if you wake up with no appetite and then you have a massive appetite later. You're in an emotional roller coaster, so that's totally fine and normal. And I've just been allowing myself to just feel those emotions, have no breakfast, salad for lunch, and then for dinner, you know, having vegan chicken nuggets and chips with some crisps and cheese and crackers and wine and stuff. Like I'm just, it's not normal for me to do that, or it's not like a kind of a balanced, healthy kind of, you know, normal routine, but it's totally fine because these are not normal times, and comfort in food is normal. So just thought I'd put that out there. I actually inhaled that. That was so good. I was so hungry. But I'll see you in a few hours for some lunch. Right, so it is now like 1:30 and I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm actually gonna have some leftovers, which I made last night. This is something I really recommend during this time, is to make your meals bigger than usual, because I know loads of people right now are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have to cook every single meal, especially if you have children, or if you are still working, if you're still going to the supermarket, if you're working in a supermarket, or if you're working for the NHS, or if you're doing a job which means you still have to go to work. It's quite a big ask suddenly to not be able to get any food like made for you. Maybe if you usually would nip into somewhere, now you're having to cook everything from scratch. It can be a big change, so I'd recommend that you try and cook bigger portions of everything, like double recipes, so that you have stuff for later. You can freeze it, you can have it for lunch the next day, you can make enough so you have dinner cooked for the next 2 days. That's what I do most nights, although sometimes Alex and I just eat all of it anyway. But last night I made some fried rice because we had some white rice that we'd cooked and it needed to be eaten. So we fried up some white rice. I cooked like an onion and some garlic and ginger. like I do with everything. I put some cumin and turmeric in there, and then I put some tofu, like a whole block of tofu. I just crumbled it in, loads of veg and the rice, and then put soy sauce on top and sriracha. Oh, there was also a chili in there. And then we topped it off with some lemon juice, coriander and spring onion. Now this is the perfect thing to make because it just uses whatever's in the fridge. You can use frozen veggies like peas or spinach, or if you buy like packets of frozen vegetables, like mixed vegetables, this is perfect for that. And it makes it a really affordable meal that is easy to cook, and it means that you've just got it in the cupboard. If you use just frozen veggies and rice, then it's all cupboard meal, all cupboard ingredients, which is great. We are very, very lucky to have river-fed deliveries, and we got some vegetables. So we put in some cauliflower and some carrot. What else did we put in it, Alex? Cauliflower, carrot, red pepper, I think that was it. Oh, and some spinach at the end. But cauliflower and carrot, if you're gonna buy some vegetables, fresh vegetables, they are wonderful because they last in the fridge for ages. They're one of those vegetables that just last forever. We've had that cauliflower in there for like 2 weeks, haven't we?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. That was our old one.
Yeah, and I just like chopped it up really fine, so it kind of turned into like cauliflower rice. So if you don't like cauliflower or veg, chop up really small. But here it is. So I'm gonna have this for lunch. I will leave a link to some fried rice recipes in the description for you. I think I have one on my website, and I'll link some other ones that are similar, but it's essentially one of those meals you just throw everything in. You've got to have some soy sauce and some chili in there, and then it just kind of makes a really easy, quick meal, and it's really affordable if you're using frozen veg, and you don't even need the tofu. It's great for protein, but you could add beans if you don't have tofu. Oh, I also put a dash of coconut milk in there. But that's what I'm gonna have for lunch. I'm gonna microwave it and dig in.
Woke up lonely, and for you, there is nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
This might seem like a lot to you, but I've got a big appetite today. I'm in that mood.
I hope you'll always be around.
So I'm just out for my walk. So in the UK, as of last night, you're allowed to go out one time per day to exercise. So for me, that counts as walking Roxy. So Alex is going in the morning to walk Roxy, and then I'm going in the afternoon to walk Roxy. That's what we were doing anyway. Nothing has really changed with this whole lockdown, self-isolation process. We've been doing this for the last 2 weeks anyway, because we're privileged enough to work from home and not have to go out, and that's what we've chosen to do anyway. But yeah, I thought I would show you some pretty shots of my walk, because I know some of you aren't able to go outside at the minute, or you don't live in somewhere as beautiful as Cornwall and aren't as lucky to experience such, you know, gorgeous outdoors. So feeling very grateful. I don't think I've ever been more grateful for food, or ever been more grateful for the outdoors in my life. So that's one good thing.
I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me, and you saw me and smiled.
Come back this way, over the top. Come on, over the top. Good girl.
I will never forget the first time when I saw you. I thought I lost my mind. Blue and faded was blown away and left behind. I hope you'll always be around, even if I fail. You are like a summer breeze
This is my first time playing piano in a really long time, and I'm about to play a song I'm going to try that I used to play all the time when I was younger. It's one of my favourites. Let's see if I can remember it. I don't think I'm going to. Right, that's it for now. Right, so that's enough piano practice. It's kind of actually mortifying when you learn to play the piano for your entire childhood. And I did all the grades, did all the tests, practiced every week non-stop, and then you leave it for like a decade. And then you go back to play and it's like, where did it go? I mean, it's weird that I actually had muscle memory to remember that bit of that song a bit. And I have on and off played at my parents' house, but I'm really excited actually to learn the piano again. I got this piano when we decorated this living room, and I haven't really been using it a great deal at all, if anything, because I didn't have any piano music. But I just got this Ludovico Einaudi book, so now I'm going to learn, and now we've got time, I'm going to learn. I find it very therapeutic and very relaxing, and it's weird during this time I'm noticing that I'm going back to very childlike habits of mine. So I used to play the piano when I was a child and when I was younger, and it would really relax me. I've been doing puzzles, which I used to really enjoy. I've been watching lots of movies and stuff that remind me of my childhood, and I have a real urge to game, which I do not do ever. But I said to Alex yesterday, I was like, I really want to play The Sims, which is what I was obsessed with when I was younger. I think that's interesting because it feels like it's a bit of a coping mechanism with what's going on, is kind of doing stuff that's comforting. So I'm going to embrace that and yeah, keep my piano learning going. But I was coming on to say that I'm having a snack. I'm having a Deliciously Ella double chocolate caramel cup. I found this in my coat pocket. These are my favourite thing on the planet. I love them so much. I'm going to try and stock up on these if I can next time I go to the supermarket, but who knows? I'm not holding out any hope. Maybe I should try and figure out how to make them myself, because they are on the pricey side. So I'm feeling especially lazy, and I'm just going to do a tray bake because we got our Riverford delivery the other day and we have loads of vegetables. So I've got these lovely tomatoes. Ignore the mess in the background. We are renovating our bedroom and doing like skirting board stuff, so this is the mess. I've got tomatoes, I've got an aubergine, I've got carrot, parsnip, red pepper, onion. I might throw some other things in there. I'm just going to fill a baking tray of vegetables, and then also cook some sausages. These are the Richmond ones. They're meat-free sausages. We just had them in our freezer, and I'm going to have it with some couscous. Couscous is so good to have in the cupboard if you're getting bored of pasta. But this is a great meal, I feel like, if you can't be bothered. You just chop everything up loosely, shove it in the oven, and it's done. And it's a good time if you're feeling a bit of like mental fatigue and you just don't want to cook, which I've been feeling a lot recently. I haven't been having the urge or the pull to cook, which is sad. It's usually my kind of release and my meditation, and I've just not really been feeling like it. So meals like this and like stir fries and stuff are super, super simple for me. Sticking with tomato, onion, aubergine and red pepper because that's all that fits, and I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil. This is from Two Fields. This is like, I think this is a local company I came across at a Cornish food market, and it says, we're two brothers who believe that living and farming in harmony with nature is the only sustainable way, and they get all of their olive oil from Crete, so from you know, not from Italy, and I thought that was kind of interesting that it's got a different flavour to it. So yeah, it's cold pressed in Greece, and it's kind of my special olive oil, and I use it not that often, although we have at the minute run out of our usual olive oil, so I've just been using that. Oh, also, I'm going to put garlic cloves. This is a trick my mum taught me. Put whole garlic cloves in your tray bake and they taste so delicious. You can pop them and squeeze them open, and they're my favourite part. So I'm just going to put some salt and pepper on top, maybe some dried mixed herbs, and maybe a bit of paprika as well, because I want to make it like a bit Mediterranean, and then shove it in the oven. And then I'm gonna cook some couscous and serve it up with hummus and those sausages, so it should be really yummy. And I've just got the oven at like 200 degrees. I was just looking at these Richmond sausages and there's actually a really delicious recipe in here, so, well, from what I can see, so you can you see that? You can screenshot it if you like. Sausage, tomato and spinach pasta. Really simple recipe, but it sounds delicious if you just swap out the parmesan for some nutritional yeast or something. I'm kind of wishing we made that now. No, this will be nice as well. This turns out we don't have any couscous. Just open the cupboard. There goes my plan. Found it. I knew we had some. It just wasn't in the it wasn't in the thing yet. But we got this from Riverford the other day, so yay.
Loving you has never felt right.
So this is the final result. We have couscous, roasted veg, the sausages and the hummus. I feel like I might want some ketchup maybe, we'll see, because I feel like with sausages you need ketchup. Okay. Oh, and by the way, Ras Al Hanout, if you want your food to have a bit of a meaty flavour, get that seasoning, because it tastes like, it's the sort of seasoning that you would use to season meat, and it just has that taste to it, and it's just so yummy. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm so tired. Ready for sleep. Ready for sleep, ready for bed.
No sleep yet.
I need a cup of tea. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what videos and stuff you want to see from me. I always ask that, but it always helps, especially during this sort of time. There's going to be Reno vlogs coming every week, so we'll be up to date. I keep going out of focus, so we'll be up to date because there's so much to update you on. I'm really tired. Good night, everyone.